In Fort Worth, Texas, a white student slapped a black substitute teacher and threw a phone in her direction while cursing and yelling obscenities towards her. A video clip of the white student attacking a black teacher has gone viral, sparking outrage and resulting in an investigation. In the video, a substitute teacher at Castleberry High School in Fort Worth, Texas, attempts to make a phone call using a landline. As she does so, a student walks to the front of the classroom and ends the call. The teacher attempts to move the student's hand from the phone. Shockingly, the student slaps the teacher's hand and says, "Deal with me." The teacher responds by walking around the front of the desk to confront the student, saying, "You touched me. I didn't touch you." The teacher walks to the door in an attempt to get help while the student calls her mom. The teacher returns and tries taking the student's phone, prompting the student to respond, "No, I'm calling my mama. You ain't about to F me up, B." The student gets her mother on the phone and begins really talking a lot of madness about this teacher. She continues with the student even addressing the teacher's race, telling her mother, "You want to talk to her because she's black and she's effing pissing me off right now." She then throws the phone at the teacher as the teacher is sitting behind her desk. Castleberry High School released a statement saying it is greatly disturbed by this ordeal. And they also said, "We first want to commend the teacher for the calm demeanor and utter professionalism she demonstrated throughout the entirety of the incident, even when the situation turned violent and offensive." The statement reads, "We support this teacher and her response in the strongest terms possible. The situation has been turned over to the police due to the criminal activity displayed in the video. The Castleberry Independent School District is conducting its own investigation and promises to protect its teachers and ensure proper discipline for the student. Harassment, racism, and violence against our teachers will not be tolerated," the statement continued. They added that they are doing what is necessary to as the investigation continues. But, you know I got to have my buts. But that's the thing. We have to give props to some of these teachers because we're all human beings. And for these teachers to use that much restraint and professionalism, you can do nothing but commend it. You can only clap it up. You can only clap it up, right? But at the same time, you mean to tell me that you don't know you have an out-of-control child? People sending their out-of-control children to schools so other people can deal with them and they can get a break from their ass for 6 to 8 hours, right? Which is not right. Because, for one thing too, what if the teacher was having a bad day and you attempted to act as stupid as she did and that teacher just lost it? She was on edge and lost it and commenced to just going to work. Then everybody would be mad at the teacher. It'll be viral. "Oh, teacher does this to child at the school." But I personally think that you should not have your child in some of these schools. And I'm not going to hold you, especially when you know you have a terrible child. When your child is terrible, you can't even stand your child. You don't even want to be around the child, but you want to drop the child off to other adults to be around your child. You can't handle the child. You don't know what to do with the child, so you send the child off to the school, and guess what? Now it's somebody else's problem. I don't think that's fair to the teachers. And for the young people, that's not fair for you to do that to the teachers. Just because you do it at home, you don't do it to somebody else's mother or father, and especially they're trying to educate your funky ass. You see what I'm saying? And that's what pisses me off about it. Somebody's trying to help you, to educate you and teach you something, and then you in here acting a fool and disrupting and putting your hands on them. And they have to restrain themselves because they don't want to lose their job. See, that's not cool. Those kind of people need to be in those little continuation schools where you got the teachers that's just like the students. The teacher can't work at the high school because he got a bad attitude, and the kids can't go to the high school because they got a bad attitude. So all of them are stuck inside those little continuation schools. And you best believe the kids ain't gonna get out of control with these teachers, because these teachers already have a bad track record too of snapping off. But yeah, I commend these teachers. We have to commend these teachers for being that disciplined and that professional, especially when you're dealing with people's children every day. And with that, I'm going to say this is the new Xenu, north to east, west, south, unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.